Fire Princess Reviews. I'm Fire Princess Lily here to tell you about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerd shit. So, it's the second main video of the week because we did kind of make a screw up. So here we are, extra video. Blam! We're talking about the previews as promised. Maybe there'll be another video tonight. Who knows? I don't. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get started up in here. If you're new to the channel, if you've never watched one of these videos before, I review the previews for comic books coming out every month. I do one of these videos. This will be for things coming out in January, because everything gets announced 2 months ahead of time. So we're in November now, 2 months later, it's January. Boom, you got it. Yep, and I do this every month. I talk about my 5 picks for what I'm getting. I never suggest anything to you that I myself am not getting, unless it's something I really think you should know about that is just too expensive for my blood, like the entire Sailor Moon manga set for $200. I'm not spending $200. I mean, not on one whole set. I'm sorry, I'm a bad Sailor Moon fan. But yeah, with that just totally explained, let's get this underway and start at number 5. It's okay, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. It is Boom Studio month for me. Like, 3 of my 5 are all from Boom Studios. One's a manga and one's from DC. Normally I don't pick the top 2, but I actually didn't pick out a lot this month. Normally I would pick anything from the big 2, like Marvel or DC, but I didn't actually write down a lot of things to get this month, so there you have it. That's why we're using some from DC. Also, I'm just super excited about it, too. Like, it's one of my favorite things ever. But let's start out with number 5. Number 5 is Buffy the Vampire Slayer from Boom Studios. It's being written by Jordi Belair and art by Dan Mora. It's basically, and the reason why it's at number 5, is it's a modern retelling of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So she's going to face new problems, stuff like that, but it's all going to be updated for today. But it's still going to be the same story. It's going to be about Buffy, and that's cool. I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Maybe if they introduce Tara this time, they won't kill her to motivate Willow. Like, fuck that shit. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see if Willow's even in this. She was a super popular character, so I can't imagine she won't be, but who knows? New series. Coming in at number 4 is Beauty and the Beast Girl from, I want to say, 7 Seas Entertainment. Sometimes they don't list the manga very well in the previous book, but I want to believe it's from 7 Seas Entertainment. The writer and artist is under the pen name of Neji, so we don't know much about them. The story is about a beast girl, a monster girl, who wants to interact with people in a village. Like, she's very lonely in the forest, but because of how she looks, because she's a monster, she's not exactly welcomed in that part of town, or in any town. And everything changes when one day a blind girl actually wanders her way into the forest and discovers this monster girl, and quickly a relationship sort of develops. The beast girl starts to really get a crush on this blind girl, and vice versa. So will she be able to join the populace of people, or will she forever live in the forest alone? Find out in this manga. It's basically Yuri, Beauty and the Beast, and I'm 100% here for it. Water. Coming in at number 3 is Young Justice from DC, which is actually calling, but this segment of DC is called Wonder Comics, so maybe it's, I don't know, whatever. The writer is Brian Michael Bendis, so feel about that however you want to feel about that. I don't actually dislike Bendis. Like, there's no way for him to put Kitty Pryde in this, so that's already one up for us. Not that I dislike Kitty Pryde, it's just that Bendis will find any reason to put her in anything, because, yeah, whatever. The artist is Patrick Gleason, and basically, so Metropolis is being under siege from a nightmare dimension called Gem World. They invaded Metropolis, so Wonder Girl, Robin, Impulse, Amethyst, and Teen Lantern, and Jenny Hex, 3 of those are new to me, totally. They're joining forces to deal with this situation, and they come across a thing that makes them think that this battle is actually going to bring the key to bring back Connor Kent, aka Superboy. So that'll be super neat. One of the things that I'm curious about is that the Robin in this looks like Tim Drake Robin, and Bart Allen is Impulse again rather than Kid Flash, so I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know where this fits into the timeline. But apparently they're going to have like a lot of big adventures throughout this run of Young Justice, so I'm super excited for that, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is Avant-Garde from Boom Studios. Boom, I told you, 3 of the comics are from Boom. Fucking deal with it. The writer is Carly Ustin, and the artist is Noah Hayes. Now, if you recognize Carly's name, she did Heavy Vinyl, which is also called the Hi-Fi Fight Club, and it was one of my favorite comics of last year. I loved it a whole lot. I really wish they would make more of it because it ended on a cliffhanger, and it only has 5 episodes. So come on, Boom, just do the damn thing. Okay, so it centers around Liv, who's an aspiring actor, basketball enthusiast, and she's starting out at a new college. Now, not a new college, but she's new to this college. It's the Georgia O'Keeffe College of Art and Subtle Dramatics. It's basically classically known as an all-girls college, and Liv wants to be not only both a drama geek and a jock, which apparently the school is definitely being about, arts and subtle dramatics, more tuned to, drama geeks. Liv doesn't know why she can't be a jock and a drama geek, but nobody else really seems to feel this way because it's like, okay, so if you go to normal public high schools, you can kind of understand why maybe drama geeks don't want to play sports. So she's alone in the belief that you can be both. Until Charlie. Charlie is an exchange student. They were a basketball star player, and Liv is going to stop at nothing to get that person. There's no pronouns used for Charlie, so I don't want to assume anything. They're going to stop at nothing to get Charlie to join their ragtag basketball team, so that should be interesting. I really liked Hi-Fi Fight Club, aka Heavy Vinyl. So that's one of the reasons I'm super excited for this, because Carly Ustin did amazing story work. I really love the characters from that comic. I really wish we could have gotten more issues of it, but maybe one day we will. It's not that time. So I'm looking forward to Avant-Garde from Boom Studios. That's the name of the basketball team, by the way, is the Avant-Gardes. Boo. But also, I like a good pun. And finally, at number 1 is Adventure Time. Marcy and Simon, also from Boom Studios. Told you, Boom Studios. They got it going on this time. It's going to be written by Olivia Olson and art by Slim Fabert, which is probably a pen name. Who names their kid? I don't know. Who names their kid Slim? Basically, the story is going to revolve around Simon and Marcy, obviously. See, Simon's not the Ice King anymore after the events of what happened in Adventure Time, and he really wants to make up for all the time that he was the Ice King. He needs to make amends because the Ice King was a horrible person. I mean, totally sympathetic, but also very horrible. And so he asked Marcy for help on this. Now, the journey actually gets not only Marcy and Simon off on an adventure, but Finn and Jake tag along as well, and they go to the Nightosphere. And that's really all we know about the comic. Why is this number 1? Because I love Adventure Time, number 1. 2, it's being written by the voice actress for Marceline, which I have to admit that I am super fucking jazzed as hell, that this is going to be written by her. I don't even know. I don't know that she's written comics before. Maybe she has. There have been Marceline comics in the past. I don't know if she wrote those. But I am just I can't wait to see what she does with this character who she voiced for so long. Because she knows her intimately. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be really good. So that's why it's number 1. And that's it. Boom. So will there be a bonus episode tonight? There is going to be a bonus episode tonight. So tune in after this video for the next video They're obviously going to be separate videos because you don't necessarily need to watch both. But until next time, whenever you watch a video next, love comics, love cartoons, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!